Alright. This is my 1 trillion damage VEX build. You could also call it the Kinetic Overload because, man, does it do too much damage. So, basically, the premise of the build, you just build up status effect damage. So here, I'll show you right now. This build is the boss killer. If you want to wipe a boss and you're having trouble, switch to this build and you're gonna kill him in an instant. Most bosses in Ultimate Vault Hunter Mode 5 only have around 2 to 4 million HP. Nah, that's actually a lie. It could be up to like 10, 12, 13. It doesn't even matter because right now I am doing 31 billion damage. So whatever amount of HP they have, it doesn't matter clearly because look at those damage numbers. So if you want to have some fun, whatever you want, you don't really need this damage really. There might be better builds for just mobbing, killing ads, whatever you want, exploring. So yeah, but if you want your damage build, here you go. Now let's go check out the equipment, the skills, all the good stuff, so you can go on your way. Alright, so let's see our little equipment here. So first of all, we got the Hot Slugger. This thing is really good. It's like probably like the best Jacob's shotgun, I'm gonna be honest here. And for this build, I mean, it's great. I mean, look at the damage makes the base kinetic status effect, aka the bleed part of this main skill that we're gonna be looking at today, like go up super high. It's just like kind of like the perfect weapon for this build. But the main thing is you could use any kinetic weapon. It doesn't even have to be Jacob's. Sorry if you hear like stuff in the background. We got a new dog yesterday or 2 days ago. It could be any weapon. You could use a Vladov. You could use Torg. Torg's really good for this build as well. You could use Order. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Although I do suggest using anything with a high base damage. Not the DPS you see there. The thing right below it. That little explosion thing, that's the damage. That's what you want to be looking for. For those who do not know. Just making sure. So, okay. We know what guns to use. So then, what do we use for the knife? Well, I already kind of gave it away, but it's a knife. It's the crit knife, as some would say. Or it's also called the Vampiric Vivisecting Throwing Knife. So, what makes this knife so special is this penetrator augment in the second augment below the damage and payload. That one. It is called penetrator, and it allows automatic crits on the target that you stuck the knife to for 5 seconds. That is so good against almost any boss, because there's a lot of bosses that have odd crit spots, such as like multiple of the vault bosses. They have weird hit spots, man, but this thing allows you to crit them automatically, so it's just busted. And then the damage amp payload right above it, it lets you well, it doesn't let you, it lets the target that was stuck by the knife take 15% increased damage for 5 seconds, which also is just pretty good. We all like damage buffs, and that's exactly what this build is for. Then the Bloodthirsty augment near the bottom, that one's good for this build. It's probably better for other builds, but it's not bad at all. So, okay, we got the knife, and that's all we're going to look at for now. We're going to come back later. So now let's go look at the skills, because that is the main centerpiece of this entire build, as it is for every build. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now let's look at the skill tree. So basically, you just want to mostly look at the Vexcalation skill tree, because this is where all the points are going to be allocated to, and it's where the main build is going to take place. This is the tree that makes your build so strong. The build that I just showed, so overpowered. Okay, so the first thing you want to get is obviously Incarnate. This will eventually increase the damage you deal to enemies. It's not going to increase the status effect damage that you saw, but it's going to increase the damage you deal with your gun, which will in the end help, obviously. So the first thing you want to invest in is Leeching Attunement, the passive on the top middle. This will increase your lifesteal and your reload speed if you are using a kinetic gun, for example, Jacob's shotgun or Jacob's AR pistol, unless you're using Hellwalker, which is fire, incendiary. So this will be better later in the build, which you will see. And the reload speed, it's very good if you're using the Hot Slugger, as I suggested, because it has one bullet, which means every time you shoot, you're gonna have to reload. Then after this, you want to invest all 5 into it, by the way. You want to come down here to Bloodletter. This is the most critical passive, the most critical thing you can invest in this build. You want to get as many points as possible into here because it will make it so overpowered. Basically what it does, whenever you shoot any kind of gun and it critical hits the enemy, it will apply something called bleed, okay? And what bleed does, it causes kinetic status effect damage over time for a duration, as it says right there. It will last around 4 seconds, and every time you shoot, it will continue it. It will continue the stack, and the duration won't end. And this bleed is so good, okay? It has a 1 in 2 chance to occur, and it does 30% of your gun damage per second if you allocate 5 points into it at first. But you want to look for a class mod, as I have over here, that will buff it. Because I have, here, I'll show you right now. I have this class mod here called the Scion. It increases Bloodletter by 4, and then 3 other things. One of them is actually the one I just showed you, Leeching Attunement, I believe it is called. Yeah, see, it boosts this one by 1. It also boosts this one down here, which is the next part, Material Components. This one is kind of similar in a way to the one above. Not really. It just increases kinetic damage and then kinetic status effect damage. So if you invest into this one, it's going to boost kinetic status effect damage for that, the bleed. This one just boosts it in general, but this will boost bleed a lot, which is what you want if you want a lot of damage. So yeah, these two are a great pair. These two are the main things that you want. I highly suggest getting this, but you can do anything else if you really want, but these 3 I suggest getting. Over here I have Channeling, just to increase your action skill duration and attunement duration, and you will see why in a second. Because Witchy Trigger Finger, aka what? Oh, I almost said it. WTF. Ooh, sorry guys. This will increase your gun damage every time you use Eldritch Blast by 15% up to 3 times, so 45%. Really good if you're mobbing, it's really good. If you're fighting bosses, still really good. It will reload your gun every time you use it. It's pretty good, period. It's not the best, it's not like gonna make the build a lot stronger, but it is certainly gonna help with damage. And with that 45% extra damage, if you end up needing to just primarily use your shotgun or any other gun because you run out of ammo, you get more damage even still. But you want to try to keep the top of using your shotgun or whatever kinetic weapon you have, because that will be your primary damage source. Yeah, then we want to go to the right tree of the second half of Vexillation. I don't know what to call this part. The side tree, I guess. You want to go into Ars Arcana. This will increase your skill damage by 45% just to make you even stronger. We want Strength. Then go straight down to Essence Leech. You gain double lifesteal whenever you have action skill on. You gain lifesteal period, it goes up to 10%, and then whenever your action skill is active, it goes up to 20%. So you already have lifesteal at the top. Why? Blood is power. Vex gains bonus kinetic damage when guns based on her, with guns based on her current lifesteal when her health is full. Bonus kinetic damage 300%, 100% per point allocated. That is great. So you can see this is already pretty busted. If you were to be level 15 and you got a crit knife and you just allocated 15 points into these 3 here, you would already be able to kill almost anything. Gotta be honest, it would just already be overpowered. But with this over here, you're gonna be immortal and stronger, and then this will just make it last longer. Then, okay, I have 10 points in one other tree and then 5 points in the other, okay? So the next tree we're gonna go to is the 4th seal, aka the Dead Ringer tree. We're not gonna take any abilities. As I said, we want a WTF in the Carnate tree. What we want is Cold Iron, the passive. It increases your gun damage. See, like, it's good. It's good. We are just going for the damage. You can see the trend. Then, Portent of Suffering. This will increase your status effect damage. Oh yeah, we just got another buff to the build. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. Borderlands just want us to be overpowered, basically. Then, that's it for this tree. We're just gonna go right on over to the Here Comes Trouble tree, and we're just gonna put 5 into enchantment, which increases your kinetic damage while your action skill is active by 37%. So this build just lets you be absolutely overpowered. It does not even matter. So yeah, this is the build. If you want to destroy stuff and you saw that damage, you will be. So anyways, I suppose that's a good time to go show you some fights with this overpowered build. Alrighty, thank you guys very much for watching this video all the way through. I hope you guys had a fun time. I hope you guys enjoy the build I have made for you as well. I'm gonna be here trying to make some more builds, and I hope you guys will support me along the way. This is my first time making anything this complex in Borderlands history, gonna be honest. So I hope it turns out good. But anyways, if you guys want to support me still, I stream almost every day except Thursday. I stream Borderlands 4 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. EST to 5 p.m. EST. Then I also stream Fortnite Ranked and just casuals from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 8:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. EST. So if you guys want to come see me there, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I would welcome you all with open arms. But anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your nights. Sleep well. Take care of yourselves. Anyways, toodles.